Kendra Mills was not the kind of woman who could watch a weak person suffer and then turn her face away. That was why the sharp sound of a slap made her stop in the middle of Crown Square Mall. A small old woman stood beside a fallen handbag. One hand covered her cheek. Her eyes were wide with shock. In front of her stood Paige Donnelly in a costly white dress. Paige pointed at the old woman. "You touched my bag," Paige shouted. "I saw you. I only picked it up," the old woman said. "It fell beside my foot. Do not lie to me." "I am not lying." Paige raised her hand again. Kendra moved before the second slap could fall. Her strong fingers closed around Paige's wrist and stopped it in the air. Kendra was tall, broad across the shoulders, and built like someone who had spent years lifting heavy weights. Her arms were thick, but her grip was careful. "That is enough," Kendra said. Paige stared at her. "Take your hand off me. Lower your hand first." "Do you know who I am?" Kendra looked at the old woman's red cheek, then looked back at Paige. "Right now, you are the person who just slapped an old woman." People gasped and lifted their phones. One man moved closer, but he stopped when Kendra stepped between Paige and the old woman. Paige pulled her wrist free. "She tried to steal from me." The old woman bent toward the things from her own bag. A purse, glasses, and a medicine bottle lay across the floor. Kendra knelt beside her. "Please do not bend," Kendra said. "I will get them." "My name is Celeste Rowe," the woman said in a shaking voice. "I was walking past when her bag fell. I picked it up because I thought she had not seen it." "You opened it," Paige yelled. Celeste shook her head. "No." Kendra placed the medicine inside Celeste's bag. "Did she take anything from you?" she asked Paige. "That is not the point." "It is the whole point." Paige's face became hard. "The mall manager will deal with you." "Good," Kendra said. "He should deal with the person who hit her." A security guard rushed through the crowd. Behind him came Gavin Price, the mall manager. Gavin looked worried until he saw Paige. "Miss Donnelly," Gavin said quickly. "Are you hurt?" Kendra slowly stood. Paige pointed at her. "This woman attacked me. I stopped you from hitting Mrs. Rowe again," Kendra said. Gavin looked at Celeste for 1 second. Then he turned back to Paige. "Did she put her hands on you?" "Yes. Because you raised your hand," Kendra said. "I was protecting myself from a thief." Celeste gripped Kendra's arm. "Young lady, I am not a thief." "I know," Kendra said softly. Gavin cleared his throat. "Everyone needs to calm down." Kendra looked at him. "She slapped this woman. Why are you not asking if Mrs. Rowe needs help?" Gavin's mouth tightened. "I am handling it." "No, you are protecting Paige." The crowd became quiet. Paige smiled. "You work at the gym upstairs, do you not?" Kendra did not answer. "I have seen you in that black shirt," Paige continued. "You carry boxes and shout at people to lift weights." "I train people," Kendra said. "And yes, I work upstairs." "Not for long." Celeste pulled gently at Kendra's arm. "Please do not lose your work because of me." Kendra turned to her. "You did nothing wrong." Gavin stepped closer. "Miss Mills, come with security." Kendra's eyes narrowed. "Why?" "Because Miss Donnelly says you attacked her. There are cameras above us." Gavin glanced toward the ceiling. Kendra followed his eyes. "Good. Let us watch the video." Paige folded her arms. "The camera near this store has been broken for days." A shop clerk near the door looked down. When Kendra asked if it was true, Gavin ordered the clerk back to her counter. Kendra looked at Gavin. "You do not want the truth. I want order in my mall. Then start with the person who slapped an old woman." The guard moved toward Kendra. "Ma'am, please come with me." Kendra lifted both hands. "I am not fighting anyone, but Mrs. Rowe looks weak. She needs a chair and water." "I am fine," Celeste said, but her knees bent. Kendra caught her before she hit the floor. The crowd cried out. Even Gavin looked scared. "Call the clinic," Kendra said. "Now." Paige rolled her eyes. "She is pretending." Kendra looked at her with such anger that Paige stepped back. "Say that again," Kendra said. Paige said nothing. Kendra carried Celeste to a bench near the fountain, then knelt and loosened the scarf around her neck. "Stay with me," Kendra said. "Look at my face." Celeste blinked slowly. "You have kind eyes. Save your strength. My phone broke when my bag fell. We will find another phone." Gavin stood nearby. "Miss Mills, when this is over, you are banned from Crown Square." Kendra looked up. "Then ban me. I will also speak to the owner of your gym. Do what you must. You could lose your job." Kendra looked at Celeste, shaking hands. "A job that asks me to ignore this is not worth keeping." A clinic worker arrived with a wheelchair. The crowd watched in silence. No one dared laugh or whisper now. As Kendra helped Celeste sit, the old woman held her hand tightly. "You do not even know me," Celeste said. "I did not need to know you." Celeste's eyes filled with tears. "My son will want to thank you." Kendra gave a small smile. "Tell him to take care of you. That is enough." At the clinic, a nurse gave Celeste a phone. Kendra waited near the door while the nurse checked her cheek and blood pressure. Celeste dialed a number from memory. When the call connected, her voice became quiet. "Harrison," she said. "I need you to come." "Harrison," Celeste said into the phone. "I need you to come." Kendra stood near the clinic door while the nurse wrapped a cold cloth around Celeste's cheek. She could hear a man's voice through the phone, but she could not understand his words. "I am safe now," Celeste said. "A young woman helped me." The voice on the phone became louder. "No, do not send anyone," Celeste added. "Come yourself." She listened for a moment, then gave the phone back to the nurse. "He is coming," Celeste said. "Good," Kendra replied. "You should not be alone tonight." Celeste watched Kendra walk toward the window. Kendra's black gym shirt was wet with sweat. One sleeve had torn near the shoulder when she caught Celeste at the mall. Her large arms were easy to see, but her hands were gentle when she picked up Celeste's broken glasses. "You are hurt too," Celeste said. Kendra looked at the small red mark on her wrist. "This is nothing. That woman scratched you. I have had worse from lifting weights." Celeste tried to smile, but the pain in her cheek stopped her. "Why did you help me?" she asked. Kendra turned around. "Because she hit you. Many people saw it." "Yes, but only you moved." Kendra looked through the clinic window at the people walking outside. "Maybe they were afraid." "Were you not afraid?" "I was angry before I had time to be afraid." The nurse checked Celeste's blood pressure again. "It is still too high," she said. "You need to stay calm." Celeste gave a weak laugh. "I was slapped, called a thief, and almost watched this young woman lose her job. Calm may take some time." Kendra pulled a chair closer. "Do not worry about my job." "How can I not worry? It is my problem." "It became my problem when you stood in front of me." Kendra sat down. "I did not help you, so you would owe me something." "I know," Celeste said. "That is what makes it hard." Before Kendra could answer, her phone rang. The name on the screen was Martin Doyle, the owner of the gym. Kendra stared at it. Celeste noticed the change in her face. "Is that your boss?" "Yes." "Answer it." Kendra stood and walked a few steps away before taking the call. "Hello, Mr. Doyle." "Kendra, where are you?" Martin asked. "At the clinic near Crown Square." "Why?" An older woman needed help. Martin became quiet for a moment. "Gavin Price called me." Kendra's jaw became tight. "That was fast." "He said you attacked a customer." "I stopped that customer from slapping an old woman twice." "He said you grabbed her." "I held her wrist for a few seconds." "Kendra, the woman you grabbed is Paige Donnelly." "I know her name." "Do you know who her father is?" "No, and I do not care." Martin let out a tired breath. "You need to care. Her father owns several stores inside Crown Square. That does not give her the right to hit people." "I did not say it did." "Then why are you calling me like I am the problem?" "Because Gavin is angry. He says he may cancel our rent agreement." Kendra looked at Celeste. The old woman was trying not to listen, but worry covered her face. "So what do you want me to do?" Kendra asked. I want you to come to the gym tomorrow morning. To work. To talk. That does not sound good. I cannot discuss it on the phone. Then answer one question. Do you believe I attacked Paige? Martin waited too long before speaking. I believe there are two sides to every story. Kendra closed her eyes. No, she said. Sometimes there is a person hitting someone, and there is another person stopping it. Kendra, please do not make this harder. I did not start it. Just come tomorrow morning. The call ended. Kendra lowered the phone. Celeste looked ashamed. I am sorry. You have nothing to be sorry for. You may lose your work. I said it before. I will say it again. You did nothing wrong. A car stopped outside the clinic so quickly that its tires made a loud sound. Kendra looked through the window. A tall man jumped out. He wore dark trousers, a plain blue shirt, and simple black shoes. His sleeves were rolled up, and he had no jacket or tie. He did not look like someone who had prepared to leave home. He looked like someone who had run out of a room without thinking. He pushed open the clinic door. Mother! Celeste sat up. Harrison! Harrison Rowe crossed the room in a few fast steps. He knelt in front of her and held her hands. What happened to your face? I am all right. You are not all right. The nurse said I will be fine. Who did this? Celeste looked at Kendra. Kendra stood near the wall with her arms folded. A woman at the mall slapped me, Celeste said. Harrison slowly turned. His eyes met Kendra's, but before he spoke, he looked at the torn sleeve of her shirt and the red marks on her wrist. Are you Kendra? He asked. Yes. My mother said you helped her. I only stopped the woman from hitting her again. Only, Kendra lifted one shoulder. It was not a big thing. Harrison stood. He was taller than Kendra, but she did not step back when he came closer. My mother said you caught her when she almost fell. She became weak. She said you carried her. There was no chair nearby. She said the mall manager threatened you. Kendra glanced at Celeste. She told you everything. She usually does. Celeste gave him a hard look. I do not tell you everything. You called me because someone slapped you. I think that was a good choice. I called because my phone broke. Harrison stared at her. Mother, Celeste sighed. I did not want you to come with 10 cars and a crowd of people. Kendra looked at Harrison again. His clothes were simple, but the way he spoke made her wonder what kind of work he did. Do you work nearby? Kendra asked. Harrison looked at her. Not far. Celeste raised an eyebrow but said nothing. Harrison returned his attention to Kendra. Thank you. You already said that. I did not say it properly. You do not need to. I do. Kendra shook her head. Take your mother home. Make sure she rests. That is enough. Harrison studied her face. Most people would want something. I am not most people. No, he said quietly. I can see that. The nurse returned with a small paper bag. Mrs. Rowe needs to rest tonight. She should take this medicine after food. Harrison reached for the bag, but Kendra took it first and checked the label. This one is after food, Kendra said. This one is only if the pain gets worse. Harrison watched her. You remembered all that? The nurse explained it earlier. Celeste smiled. She has been caring for me since we arrived. Harrison looked at Kendra again. You stayed this whole time? I was waiting for her family. You could have left. I could have. But you did not. Kendra handed him the medicine. She should not be alone after what happened. Harrison accepted the bag. She will not be. Kendra picked up her own bag from the floor. I should go. Celeste reached for her hand. Please give me your number. Kendra hesitated. So I can tell you I am safe tomorrow, Celeste added. Kendra smiled and entered her number into Celeste's phone. There. Now you have it. Harrison looked down at the screen as Celeste saved the name. Kendra noticed. Do not worry, she told him. I am not going to trouble your mother. That is not what I was thinking. What were you thinking? Harrison paused. I was thinking that I almost arrived too late to meet the person who protected her. Kendra did not know what to say to that, so she moved toward the door. If you're enjoying this video so far, please consider subscribing to my small channel. My wife promised to make me a chocolate chip cookie if I hit 100,000 subscribers before the end of 2026. So it would mean the world to me. That's it, and thanks for listening this far. Now let's continue. As Kendra stepped outside, Harrison followed her. Wait, she turned. Is there any way I can help with your job? He asked. No, you may lose it because of my mother. I may lose it because my boss is afraid of rich people. Harrison's face changed slightly. And you are not? I am afraid of many things, Kendra said. Rich people are not one of them. Harrison almost smiled. Good night, Kendra. Take care of her. I will. Kendra walked away without looking back. Harrison stood outside the clinic and watched her disappear around the corner. Celeste called from inside. Harrison, stop staring and come help me. He returned to her. I was not staring. You were. I was making sure she left safely. Celeste smiled. She is strong. I noticed. I do not mean her arms. Harrison looked toward the door once more. I noticed that too. Across town, Paige Donnelly stood inside Gavin Price's private office at Crown Square Mall. She dropped her handbag on his desk and pointed at him. You let that woman embarrass me. I tried to control the situation, Gavin said. You failed. The clinic workers came quickly. There were too many people watching. Paige leaned closer. Call the gym owner again. I already spoke to him. Speak to him again. What do you want me to say? Paige's eyes became cold. Tell him Kendra attacked me without reason. Tell him I will make sure every rich customer in this mall avoids his gym. Gavin rubbed his forehead. There may be phone videos. Then move before they spread. You want her fired? I want her gone. Gavin stared at Paige for a moment, then slowly picked up his phone. When Martin Doyle answered, Gavin placed the call on speaker. Mr. Doyle, Gavin said, we need to talk about Kendra Mills again. Martin Doyle stood alone inside the dark gym office. The lights in the main training room were off, but he could still see Kendra's name on the next day's work list. What else is there to say? Martin asked. Paige leaned toward Gavin's phone. There is plenty to say, she replied. Martin knew her voice at once. Miss Donnelly, I thought I was speaking with Mr. Price. You are speaking with both of us. Martin sat down slowly. What do you want? I want Kendra Mills removed from Crown Square. You already told Gavin that. And yet her name is still connected to your gym. She has worked for me for 3 years. Paige laughed. Then you should have trained her better. She is a gym trainer, not a dog. Gavin quickly spoke before Paige could answer. Martin, let us keep this calm. Martin rubbed his tired eyes. You called me after closing time. There is nothing calm about this. The mall has rules, Gavin said. Your worker attacked an important customer. She said she stopped that customer from hitting an old woman. Paige slapped the desk with her palm. That old woman tried to steal from me. Was anything taken? That does not matter. It matters to me. Paige's voice became cold. Do you enjoy having your gym inside Crown Square, Mr. Doyle? Martin looked through the glass wall at the rows of silent machines. Yes. Then choose carefully. Are you threatening me? I am warning you. Gavin lowered his voice. Martin, the mall can review your rent agreement. My rent is paid. There are other reasons an agreement can end. Martin said nothing. Paige smiled when she heard the silence. Kendra embarrassed me in front of half the mall, she said. She grabbed me like I was some common criminal. Did you raise your hand at Mrs. Rowe? Paige looked at Gavin. Gavin shook his head, warning her not to answer. That is not the issue, Paige said. It is the only issue, Martin replied. No, your business is the issue. Keep Kendra, and you may lose everything. The call ended before Martin could answer. He sat in the dark office for a long time. Then he looked again at Kendra's name on the work list. The next morning, Kendra arrived 10 minutes early. She wore clean black training trousers and a gray shirt. Her torn work shirt was folded inside her bag. She had spent most of the night awake, thinking about Celeste and wondering if the old woman was safe. Martin was waiting near the front desk. "Kendra," he said, "come into my office." She looked at the empty gym. "You usually open the doors before 7. Not today." Kendra followed him into the office. Martin closed the door but did not sit down. "What happened after you left the mall?" he asked. "I took Mrs. Rowe to the clinic. Her son came for her." "Did the police come?" "No." "Did anyone make a report?" "I do not know." Martin walked behind his desk. "Gavin called me again last night. I guessed he would. He says the mall may end our rent agreement." Kendra folded her arms. "Because I stopped Paige? Because you put your hands on a customer. You know why I did it." "I know what you told me." Kendra's face changed. "You still do not believe me." "I did not say that. You keep saying there are two sides. You keep saying Gavin told you this and Paige told you that. I am standing here. Ask me what happened." Martin sighed. "Tell me again." Kendra stepped closer to the desk. Celeste picked up Paige's bag after it fell. Paige called her a thief and slapped her. Then Paige raised her hand to do it again. I held her wrist. I did not punch her. I did not push her. I stopped her. People filmed it. Good. Some videos may not show the first slap. That does not change the truth. It changes what people may believe. Kendra stared at him. "So you care more about what it looks like than what happened?" "I care about keeping this place open. And I care about being able to sleep at night." Martin sat down. "I have 12 workers here. I know. They have children. They have rent. They need this gym. And what do you want me to do about that?" "I need to suspend you." The room became very still. Kendra looked at him as if she had not heard correctly. "For how long?" "Until I know what the mall is going to do." "That could mean anything." "I do not have another choice." "You always have a choice." "Kendra, please." "No." "Say it clearly." "You are sending me home because Paige Donnelly has money." "I am sending you home because the mall can destroy this gym." "And if I had walked away while she slapped Celeste again, would you be proud of me?" Martin looked down. "That is not fair. It is a simple question." "I do not know." "I do." Kendra opened the office door. Martin stood. "Do not make this worse." She turned back. "I stopped an old woman from being hit. You are the one making it worse." Kendra removed her staff card from around her neck and placed it on the desk. Martin looked at it. "This is only a suspension. Then keep the card until you decide whether doing the right thing is allowed here." She walked through the empty gym and left without looking back. Outside Crown Square, Harrison sat inside a black car with Celeste beside him. He wore the same simple blue shirt from the clinic. The driver remained silent while Celeste watched Kendra walk out of the mall. "There she is," Celeste said. Harrison looked up. Kendra walked fast, but her shoulders were tight and her hands were closed. "She looks angry," he said. "She looks hurt." Harrison opened the car door. "Wait here." Celeste smiled. "I was not planning to chase her." Harrison stepped onto the pavement. "Kendra." She stopped and turned. When she saw him, she looked toward the car. "How is your mother?" "She is better. She wanted to come with me." Celeste waved through the window. Kendra gave a small wave back. "You came to the mall?" she asked. "To make sure the clinic was right about her medicine," Harrison said. It was not the whole truth. He had also come because Celeste had spent the morning talking about Kendra. Harrison looked at the staff card missing from Kendra's neck. "What happened?" "My boss suspended me." "Because of yesterday?" "Yes." "For how long?" "He does not know." Harrison's jaw became hard. "I can speak to him." "No. I can replace your lost pay until you return." Kendra's eyes narrowed. "I do not need your money. I am not trying to insult you. You thanked me. That was enough. My mother was hurt, and now you are paying the price for helping her. I made my own choice. That does not make this fair. Life is not always fair." Harrison reached into his pocket, but Kendra raised one hand. Do not take out a check. I was not. You were thinking about it. He slowly removed his empty hand. You read people well. I train people for a living. I know when someone is about to make a bad move. Harrison almost smiled, but Kendra did not. I do not accept money from strangers, she said. I am not trying to buy you. Then do not act like every problem can be fixed by paying for it. Her words hit him harder than she knew. Harrison had spent most of his life watching money open doors, end arguments, and hide mistakes. He looked at Kendra and realized none of that impressed her. Celeste lowered the car window. Kendra, come here before you frighten my son away. Kendra walked closer. I am not frightening him. You are. He is just too proud to admit it. Mother, Harrison said. Celeste ignored him. Come to dinner tonight. Kendra shook her head. You should rest. I can rest while eating. I do not want to trouble you. You carried me to a bench, stayed at the clinic, and lost your job because of me. The least I can do is feed you. I was suspended, not fired. Then we will eat to celebrate that small piece of good news. Kendra smiled despite herself. You do not give up easily. No. That is why Harrison fears arguing with me. I do not fear it, Harrison said. Celeste looked at him. Then say no to me now. Harrison stayed quiet. Kendra laughed softly. All right, I will come. Celeste gave her the address. Kendra read it and looked confused. This is near the Old North Road. Yes, Celeste said quickly. It is a quiet house. Harrison watched his mother carefully. The address was not their main family home. It was a smaller house Celeste kept because she liked peace and did not want workers around her every hour. Kendra placed the paper in her bag. I will be there at 7. After she walked away, Celeste turned to Harrison. You did not tell her who you are. She did not ask. She thinks you are an ordinary man. I am an ordinary man. Celeste laughed. You own buildings in 5 countries. That does not change what I am. It changes how people act around you. Harrison looked through the window at Kendra. That is exactly why I did not tell her. Celeste studied him. You want to see whether her kindness is real. I already know it is real. Then why hide your name? I want to know how she treats me when she thinks I have nothing to offer. Celeste's smile faded. Be careful. A hidden truth can still feel like a lie. Across the mall, Paige stood inside Gavin's office while he opened the security system on his computer. There, he said, the recording from yesterday. On the screen, Celeste picked up Paige's fallen bag. Paige turned, shouted, and slapped her. A few seconds later, Kendra caught Paige's wrist. Gavin leaned back. This proves Kendra told the truth. Paige stared at the screen. Delete it. Gavin looked at her. What? You heard me. There are rules about security recordings. Paige stepped closer. Delete it, Gavin. If anyone finds out, they will not. This could cost me my job. Paige pointed at the screen. If that video gets out, it will cost me much more. Remove it now. Gavin's hand rested on the mouse. For several seconds, he did not move. Then Paige whispered, choose which one of us you are more afraid of. Gavin looked at the image of Kendra protecting Celeste. His finger moved toward the delete button. Gavin's finger rested over the delete button. Paige stood beside him and watched his face. Do it, she said. Gavin pulled his hand back. This is not a small thing. The recording belongs to the mall. You manage the mall. That does not mean I can destroy evidence. Paige leaned closer to him. You already told people the camera was broken. What happens when someone asks why the video exists? Gavin looked at the screen again. The recording clearly showed Paige slapping Celeste. It also showed Kendra moving between them and stopping the second slap. I could lose my job, Gavin said. You will lose more than your job if this video reaches the public. What does that mean? It means my father owns 3 stores here. It means he knows the men who own this building. It means one call from him can put you outside before lunch. Gavin's face became pale. Paige pointed at the computer. Delete it. Gavin slowly moved the mouse and clicked. A message appeared on the screen. Are you sure you want to remove this file? Gavin stared at the question. Paige clicked the button before he could stop her. The recording vanished. There, she said. Now send me the part from the phone video. What phone video? The one where that large woman grabbed me. That video does not show what happened before. Paige smiled. That is why it is useful. Later that evening, Kendra sat at Celeste's dining table with a plate of hot food in front of her. The house near the North Road was simple, but everything inside was neat and costly. Kendra looked around the room. This does not look like the home of an ordinary family, she said. Harrison, who sat across from her, nearly dropped his glass. Celeste looked at him and smiled. What does an ordinary family's home look like? Celeste asked. I do not know, Kendra replied. But most ordinary people do not have paintings that look more expensive than my whole street. Harrison glanced at the painting behind him. It may be a copy. Celeste coughed to hide her laugh. Kendra looked at him. You do not know? It belongs to my mother. Harrison does not notice the things around him, Celeste said. His mind is always at work. What kind of work do you do? Kendra asked. Harrison paused before answering. I manage a company. A small company? Not very small. Celeste lifted her glass to her lips. Kendra nodded. That explains the serious face. What serious face? Harrison asked. The face you make when you think you can fix everything. I do not make that face. You made it outside the mall. Celeste pointed at him. She is right. Harrison looked between them. I see you have both decided to fight me tonight. We are not fighting you, Kendra said. We are helping you. Before Harrison could reply, Kendra's phone began to ring. She looked at the screen and saw several messages arriving at once. What happened? Celeste asked. Kendra opened the first message. It was from another trainer at the gym. Have you seen the video? Kendra clicked the link. A short video began to play. It showed Paige pulling away while Kendra held her wrist. The video started after the first slap. Celeste was partly hidden behind Kendra, so it looked as if Kendra had walked up and grabbed Paige without a reason. Words were written above the video. Violent gym worker attacks innocent shopper. Kendra watched it twice. Harrison noticed her hand tightening around the phone. Let me see. She passed it to him. His face changed as he watched. This is not what happened, Celeste said. No, Kendra replied. But it is what people will believe. More messages arrived. One called Kendra a bully. Another asked why a trainer was attacking customers. A third said Crown Square should remove her. Harrison placed the phone on the table. Who posted this? The page has no real name, Kendra said. Celeste pushed her plate away. Paige did this. We do not know that, Harrison replied. I know it. Kendra stood. I need to call Martin. Harrison stood with her. Let me speak to him. No, Kendra. This could destroy your name. It is my name. I will handle it. She walked toward the window and called Martin. He answered after several rings. Kendra, you saw the video? Yes. It begins after Paige slapped Celeste. I know what you told me. You know what I told you? Kendra's voice rose. You still speak as if I may be lying. The video is spreading everywhere. That video is missing the truth. The mall says there is no other recording. Gavin lied. He said the camera was broken. Martin was quiet. Kendra closed her eyes. What are you going to do? She asked. I have had many calls. That is not an answer. Members are saying they will cancel their payments. So you believe strangers online before the worker you have known for 3 years. I have to protect the gym. You said I was suspended. I know. Kendra turned from the window. Harrison and Celeste were both watching her. Say it, Kendra told Martin. Kendra, please. Say the words. Martin took a breath. I have to let you go. Celeste covered her mouth. Harrison's eyes became hard. Kendra did not speak for several seconds. Then she asked, Do you think I attacked Paige? I think the video looks bad. That is not what I asked. I do not know what to think. Yes, you do. You think keeping the gym is more important than standing beside me. I have workers to protect. And I was one of them. Martin said nothing. Kendra ended the call. She lowered the phone and looked at the floor. Celeste slowly walked toward her. I am sorry. Kendra shook her head. Do not say that again. You lost your job because you helped me. No, I lost it because people are afraid of the truth. Harrison picked up his own phone. What are you doing? Kendra asked. Calling someone. I told you not to pay me. This is not about money. He walked into the next room and closed the door. Kendra looked at Celeste. Who is he calling? Celeste gave a small smile. Someone who is good at finding things. Inside the next room, Harrison called Lydia Shaw. Lydia answered at once. Mr. Rowe, is everything all right? No. Harrison sent her the short video. I need you to find the full recording from Crown Square. Was this connected to Mrs. Rowe? Yes. I thought you did not want the company involved. I do not want my name used. Not yet. Lydia watched the clip while they spoke. This video begins in the middle, she said. Exactly. The mall should have security footage. They claim the camera was broken. Lydia became quiet. You do not believe them. No. What do you want me to do? Find out who had access to the cameras. Find the workers who were nearby. Find anyone who saw Gavin Price after the attack. And Kendra Mills? She was fired tonight. Lydia's voice changed. Because of this video? Yes. I will begin now. Lydia, keep my name out of it. That may make this harder. Do it anyway. The next morning, Kendra woke to find people waiting outside her small building. Two held phones. One man shouted her name. Why did you attack Paige Donnelly? Are you dangerous? Should a gym trainer be allowed to hurt customers? Kendra stepped back and closed the door. Her neighbor, Mrs. Bell, came from the next room. What is happening? A lie, Kendra replied. Her phone rang. It was Harrison. Do not leave your home yet, he said. How do you know what is outside? I have someone watching the online pages. I do not need guards. I did not send guards. Then what did you send? Help. Kendra rested her head against the door. Harrison, I do not want to owe you. You do not owe me anything. You keep saying that while doing things I did not ask you to do. And you keep trying to face everything alone. That is my choice. Yes, but I will not watch a lie destroy you when I can help find the truth. Kendra became quiet. Harrison lowered his voice. Let me find the full video. What if it is gone? Then we find someone who saw it. At Crown Square, Lydia entered a small clothing store near the place where the slap happened. She wore a plain jacket and carried no company badge. Rachel Knox stood behind the counter, folding shirts with shaking hands. Lydia placed a printed picture of Gavin on the counter. I need to ask you about yesterday. Rachel looked toward the store entrance. I did not see anything. You were standing less than 10 feet away. I was working. You looked directly at Mrs. Rowe when Paige slapped her. Rachel's face lost its color. I said I did not see anything. Lydia leaned closer. Someone deleted the mall recording. Rachel's hands stopped moving. You should leave. Was it Gavin? I cannot talk. A woman lost her job because of a lie. Rachel looked toward the office hallway. You do not understand. Then help me understand. Rachel's eyes filled with fear. He can fire me. Did Gavin tell you to stay quiet? Rachel swallowed. Lydia waited. At last, Rachel whispered, Yes. What exactly did he say? Rachel looked around once more before answering. He told me that if anyone asked, the camera was broken. Then he said I should forget what I saw. Lydia kept her voice calm. Did he say why? Rachel looked toward the entrance of the store again. Her hands shook as she held the shirt she had been folding. He said Paige Donnelly had powerful friends. He said people like us could lose everything if we caused trouble. Did you see him delete the recording? No, but I saw Paige enter his office after the attack. She stayed there for almost an hour. Later, Gavin came to me and gave me the warning. Lydia took out her phone. Will you say this again while I record you? Rachel stepped back. No. Rachel. Kendra lost her job. I know. People are standing outside her home and calling her dangerous. I know. Then help us. Rachel looked down. You do not understand what Gavin can do. Lydia moved closer but did not touch her. I understand fear. I also understand what happens when good people stay silent. Rachel's eyes filled with tears. I have a little boy, she said. I need this job. And Kendra needed hers. That is not fair. No, it is not. Rachel wiped her eyes. I need time. You may not have much. Rachel looked confused. What do you mean? Lydia showed her a notice on her phone. Paige Donnelly was holding a public event at Crown Square Mall that afternoon. She claimed the event was meant to protect shoppers from violent workers. Rachel read the notice twice. She is going to talk about Kendra. Yes. She is making herself look like the victim. Yes. Rachel dropped the shirt on the counter. She slapped Mrs. Rowe. I saw it. Then someone must say so. Rachel looked at Lydia. I cannot stand in front of cameras. You do not have to do that today. What do you need? The truth. That is all. Rachel took a deep breath. Come into the storeroom. While Lydia followed Rachel through a small door behind the counter, Kendra sat inside her home and watched the same event notice on her phone. Paige's face was beside the words. Stop violence in Crown Square. Kendra gave a bitter laugh. Mrs. Bell sat across from her with a cup of tea. That woman has no shame, Mrs. Bell said. She has money, Kendra replied. Some people think that is better than shame. Will you go? No. You should. And do what? Fight through reporters while they call me a bully. You can tell the truth. They already heard the lie first. Kendra's phone rang. It was Harrison. She stared at his name before answering. Hello. Have you seen the event notice? He asked. Yes. Paige is going to speak about you. I guessed that. You need to come to the mall. No. Kendra. I said no. Why? Because I am tired of walking into places where everyone has already decided who I am. Harrison became quiet for a moment. Lydia found a witness. Kendra stood. What witness? A shop worker who saw the slap. Who is Lydia? Harrison paused. She works with me. You said you managed a company. I do. What kind of company has workers who search for hidden security videos? A large one. Kendra's eyes narrowed. You keep giving me half answers. I will explain everything. When? At the mall. No. Explain now. Harrison looked through the glass wall of his office. Lydia had sent him Rachel's recorded statement only minutes earlier. His company leaders were already waiting downstairs. I need you to trust me for one more hour, he said. Kendra's voice became cold. You keep asking for trust while hiding things. I know. That is not an answer. No, but it is the truth. Kendra walked toward the window. Will Rachel speak today? Not in public. Then what changes? I have other proof. What proof? You will see. Kendra shut her eyes. I do not like surprises. I know. You do not know me well enough to say that. Harrison looked down. Maybe not. Mrs. Bell watched Kendra's face. Go, she whispered. Kendra covered the phone. This may be another trick. Then face it standing up. Kendra returned the phone to her ear. I will come, she said. But if you lie to me again, we are finished talking. Harrison's voice became quiet. That is fair. By the time Kendra reached Crown Square, the main hall was full. Reporters stood near a small stage. Bright lights pointed toward Paige, who wore a red dress and held a microphone. Gavin stood behind her with two mall guards. Kendra stopped near the edge of the crowd. Someone noticed her. There she is. Phones turned toward her. A reporter pushed closer. Kendra, do you regret attacking Paige Donnelly? I did not attack her. Why did the video show you holding her? Because she was trying to slap an old woman again. Another reporter shouted, "Where is the old woman? She is safe. Why has she not spoken?" Kendra tried to move forward, but the crowd blocked her. Paige saw her and smiled. "Let her come closer," Paige said into the microphone. "She deserves to hear this." The people opened a path. Kendra walked toward the stage. Paige looked down at her. "You are brave to return. I am not the one who should be afraid." Paige laughed. "You lost your job. Your name is ruined. And everyone saw what you did. They saw a cut video. They saw your hand on me. They did not see your hand hit Celeste." Gavin stepped forward. "That camera was broken." Kendra looked directly at him. "You are lying." The crowd made a low sound. Gavin pointed toward the exit. "Remove her." The guards moved, but Paige raised one hand. "No, let her speak. I want everyone to see what kind of woman she is." Kendra looked at the reporters. "I saw an old woman being slapped. I stopped the second slap. That is all." Paige shook her head. "You expect people to believe that? I expect the truth to matter. The truth is that you wanted attention." Kendra stared at her. "I did not even know your name before that day. But now everyone knows yours." A few people laughed. Paige smiled wider. "You should thank me. You were only a gym worker before this." Kendra's hands tightened, but she stayed where she was. Then a deep voice came from behind the crowd. "That is enough." The hall became quiet. Several men in dark suits entered through the main doors. Security workers moved ahead of them and cleared a path. Harrison walked in the middle. He wore a black suit and a white shirt. Lydia walked beside him, holding a tablet. Behind them came senior leaders from Row Global. Kendra stared at him. He looked nothing like the simple man from the clinic. Gavin's face changed first. "Mr. Rowe," he said. Paige lowered the microphone. "Harrison Rowe?" Reporters began shouting questions. Harrison walked to the stage without answering them. Gavin rushed forward. "Sir, we did not know you were coming." "That is clear." Paige forced a smile. "Mr. Rowe, this is a private mall matter." "No," Harrison replied. "It became my matter the moment you lied about my mother." The smile disappeared from Paige's face. Kendra looked at him. "Your mother?" Harrison turned toward the crowd. "The elderly woman Paige Donnelly slapped is Celeste Rowe." Several reporters gasped. Harrison continued. "Celeste Rowe is my mother." The hall exploded with noise. Paige stepped back. "That cannot be true." Harrison looked at her. "You did not ask her name before you hit her. I thought she was stealing. She picked up your fallen bag. She opened it." "No, she did not." Gavin moved closer. "Mr. Rowe." The video clearly shows Kendra grabbing Miss Donnelly. The short video does. Lydia lifted the tablet. "But we found another recording from a delivery vehicle parked outside the glass doors." A large screen behind the stage turned on. The video showed Paige's bag falling. It showed Celeste picking it up. It showed Paige taking it from her and slapping her. Then it showed Paige raising her hand again before Kendra stopped her. No one spoke when the recording ended. Paige's face became pale. "This video is false." Lydia looked at her. "It has been checked by 3 experts." Gavin tried to leave the stage, but Harrison's security workers blocked him. Harrison faced the cameras. "Kendra Mills did not attack anyone. She protected my mother when everyone else stood and watched." Kendra could hardly hear the reporters shouting. She kept staring at Harrison. Paige pointed at him. "You cannot come here and destroy me because your mother made a mistake." Harrison stepped closer. "My mother made one mistake. She thought someone like you would thank her for helping." Paige had no answer. Harrison turned to Kendra. The whole hall watched them. "I should have told you who I was," he said. Kendra's eyes were full of shock and anger. "Who are you?" Harrison looked at her as the cameras moved closer. "My name is Harrison Rowe," he said. "I am the Chief Executive Officer of Row Global." Kendra looked at the suited leaders behind him, the security workers around him, and the reporters fighting to get closer. Then she looked back at the man who had sat across from her at dinner and claimed he only managed a company. "You lied to me," she said. Harrison did not look away. "Yes," he replied, "and I am sorry." Kendra stared at him while cameras flashed around them. "You were sorry?" she asked. Her voice was low, but the anger inside it made Harrison stand still. "I should have told you the truth. You should have told me the truth from the start." Paige and Gavin were still on the stage, but for a moment, Kendra forgot they were there. She only saw Harrison in his black suit, surrounded by guards and company leaders. "You sat at that table and acted like you were an ordinary worker," Kendra said. "I wanted you to know me before you knew my money. You did not let me know you. You showed me a person you made up. That was not my plan." "It does not matter what your plan was." Reporters moved closer. "Harrison, is Kendra your friend? Did you hide your name from her? Are you paying her?" Kendra turned toward them. "No one is paying me." Harrison raised one hand. "Give her space." The guards moved forward, but Kendra looked at him sharply. "I do not need your men to save me. They are trying to protect you from the crowd. I stood alone before you came. I know. And now you think you can order people around and make everything better." Harrison's face tightened. "That is not what I think. It is what you do." Celeste's voice came from behind them. "Kendra." Everyone turned. Celeste walked through the crowd with a driver beside her. A dark mark still covered part of her cheek, but she held her head high. Harrison went to her at once. "You should be resting." "I was resting until I saw this on the news." "You should not be here." Celeste looked at him. "Do not tell me where I should be. That mistake seems to run in this family." Kendra tried to walk away, but Celeste reached for her hand. "Please wait." Kendra stopped. Celeste looked at Harrison. "Did you tell her?" "He had no choice," Kendra said. "The whole mall heard it." Celeste sighed. "I told him hiding the truth could feel like a lie." Harrison looked at his mother. "This is not helping. It is not meant to help you." Kendra pulled her hand away gently. "I need to leave." Harrison stepped forward. "Please let me explain." "You already explained. You wanted to test me." "I did not say it like that. But that is what it was." "No. I wanted one person to speak to me without thinking about my company." Kendra laughed, but there was no joy in it. "So you used me to feel normal?" "No. You watched me lose my job while you had enough power to walk into this mall and stop it. I was trying to find proof. You could have told me who you were. I was afraid it would change things. It did change things." Harrison lowered his voice. "Kendra, I did not want your kindness to turn into respect for my money. My kindness had nothing to do with you. I know that now. You should have known it when I refused your money." "I did." "Then why did you keep lying?" Harrison had no quick answer. Kendra stepped closer to him. "Trust cannot be bought, Harrison." "I know." "No, you do not. You live in a world where someone always says yes because your name is on a building. That is not fair. Neither was what you did." Celeste looked between them. "Kendra is right." Harrison turned to his mother. "I know she is right." "Then say it without trying to defend yourself." Harrison looked back at Kendra. "I was wrong." The crowd around them became quiet. Harrison continued. "I was wrong to hide my name. I was wrong to let you believe I was someone else. I thought I was protecting something honest, but I was only making you carry another lie." Kendra's face stayed hard. "I do not need a speech. I know. I do not want a job from you. I will not offer one. I do not want a house, a car, or money. I will not offer those either. I do not want you controlling my life because you feel guilty. I will not." Kendra searched his face. "How do I know that?" "You do not." The answer surprised her. Harrison took a slow breath. "All I can do is prove it with what I do next." Before Kendra could reply, Lydia walked toward them with her phone in her hand. "Mr. Rowe, we have a problem." Harrison looked at her. "What happened?" "Paige's people are already saying the delivery video was made by your company." Paige heard her and stepped forward. Because it was. Lydia turned. You know that is false. Paige lifted her chin. You work for him. You will say anything. Rachel suddenly appeared near the side of the stage. She looked afraid, but she did not turn back. Gavin saw her and moved quickly. Rachel, return to your store. Rachel stopped. Lydia looked at her. You do not have to obey him. Gavin's face became red. She works for this mall. No, Rachel said softly. I work in one of the stores. Then go back before you lose that job. Rachel looked toward Kendra. For the first time, Kendra saw the fear on the young woman's face. You were there, Kendra said. Rachel nodded. I saw everything. Paige stepped down from the stage. Be careful. Rachel looked at her. You slapped Mrs. Rowe. The reporters rushed forward again. Gavin pointed at Rachel. She is lying. Rachel's voice shook. No, I am not. You told me you saw nothing. Because you told me to stay quiet. Gavin's mouth opened, but no words came out. Rachel looked at the cameras. He came to my store after Paige left his office. He said the camera was broken. He said I should forget what I saw. Paige moved closer. You are making a serious mistake. Rachel stepped back, but Lydia stood beside her. I have a son, Rachel said. I was afraid of losing my job. You will lose more than that, Paige warned. Harrison's voice became cold. Do not threaten her. Paige turned toward him. You cannot control everyone here. No, but I can make sure your words are heard clearly. Rachel looked at Lydia. I will give a full statement. You do not have to do it now, Lydia said. I want to. Gavin shook his head. You are confused. Rachel faced him. You deleted the video. You did not see me do that. No, but I saw Paige enter your office. Then I saw you leave it with a face like you had just buried something. The crowd began whispering. Kendra watched Rachel carefully. Why are you speaking now? She asked. Rachel looked at her. Because I watched that short video spread. I watched people call you violent. Then I saw Paige standing here like she was the victim. Rachel's eyes filled with tears. You lost your job because I stayed quiet. Kendra stepped toward her. You were scared. That does not make it right. No, Kendra said. But telling the truth now matters. Harrison looked at Kendra, but she did not look back at him. Lydia guided Rachel toward a quiet office where she could give her full statement. Reporters followed until the guards blocked them. Paige moved close to Gavin. This is falling apart, she whispered. You told me deleting the recording would end it. It should have. It did not. Paige looked toward Kendra. Then we give them something else to talk about. Gavin's eyes narrowed. What do you mean? Paige opened her handbag and removed a small silver box. Inside it was a diamond bracelet. Gavin looked at it. Where did you get that? It belongs to a store upstairs. You cannot take that. I did not take it. You are holding it. Paige closed the box. By tonight. It will be found in Kendra's old locker at the gym. Gavin stepped back. No. Paige stared at him. You deleted one video. Do not pretend you are honest now. This is different. Yes, this time people will stop talking about a slap and start talking about theft. Gavin looked across the hall. Kendra stood beside Celeste while Harrison kept a careful distance from her. She has already lost her job, Gavin said. Then we make sure no one ever hires her again. Gavin shook his head. I will not do it. Paige's voice dropped. You will, because the security office still has a record of your name on the deleted file. Gavin went pale. You said that was gone. The video is gone. The record is not. You kept that from me? I keep many things. Gavin looked at the silver box. What do you want me to do? Paige placed it in his hand. Put it where they will find it. Several hours later, Kendra stood outside Celeste's house. Harrison had followed her, but he remained a few steps away. I meant what I said, he told her. I will help clear your name, but I will not control how you live. Kendra looked at him. You have a lot to prove. I know, and I am still angry. I know that too. She opened the gate. "Good night, Harrison." He watched her walk inside. Before he could return to his car, Lydia called him. "Mr. Rowe, the police are at the gym." Harrison stopped. "Why?" "They received a report about stolen jewelry." His face changed. "Whose jewelry?" "Paige Donnelly's." "And what does that have to do with Kendra?" Lydia was silent for 1 second too long. "They say the bracelet was found inside Kendra's old locker." Harrison looked towards Celeste's house. "Who opened the locker?" "The police were called by Gavin Price. Martin Doyle was there too." "Has Kendra been arrested?" "Not yet. The locker was not locked, and several workers had access to the room." "I am coming." Harrison ended the call and pushed open Celeste's gate. Kendra had not reached the front door yet. "What is it?" she asked when she saw his face. "The police found a diamond bracelet in your old locker." Kendra stared at him. "What bracelet?" "Paige says it belongs to her." Kendra gave a dry laugh. "Of course she does." Celeste came back outside. "What happened?" Harrison explained quickly. Celeste held the gate for support. "This is because Rachel spoke." "Yes," Kendra said. "Paige needs a new lie." Harrison stepped closer. "Do not go to the gym alone." "I am not hiding." "I did not ask you to hide." "It sounds like it." "The police will ask questions. You need someone there with you." Kendra folded her arms. "A lawyer?" "Yes." She shook her head. "I cannot pay for one." "I can. We spoke about this. This is not a gift. This is protection." Kendra looked at Celeste, then back at Harrison. "You promised not to control my life." "I am not controlling you. I am asking you not to walk into a trap without help." Celeste touched Kendra's arm. "He is right this time." Kendra sighed. "Fine, but the lawyer speaks for me, not for your company." Harrison nodded. "Agreed." At the gym, 2 police officers stood beside Kendra's old locker. The silver box lay open on a table. Martin stood near the office door. His face was full of worry. When Kendra entered, he rushed toward her. "I did not know it was there." Kendra looked at him. "You did not know because I did not put it there." One officer held up the bracelet. "Do you know what this is?" "No. Miss Donnelly says it went missing yesterday." "I was not working yesterday." Gavin stepped from the office. "But you entered the mall." Kendra turned. "Yes, in front of hundreds of people." "You also knew where the staff rooms were." "So did you." Gavin's mouth became tight. The lawyer Harrison had sent stepped forward. "My client will answer questions, but she will not accept false claims." Gavin pointed toward the locker. The bracelet was found in her space. Kendra looked at Martin. "Who still has a key to this room?" Martin swallowed. "Managers, cleaners, mall security." Kendra looked at Gavin. "So almost anyone could enter." Gavin raised his chin. "That does not prove someone did. It also does not prove I put it there." One officer nodded. "She is correct. We need more than the place where it was found." Paige suddenly entered the gym with 2 reporters behind her. "That woman stole from me," she said. The officer blocked her. "This is not a public event." Paige pointed at Kendra. "She hated me. She wanted revenge." Kendra stepped toward her. "You slapped an old woman, lied about it, cut a video, and watched me lose my job. Now your bracelet appears inside an open locker. You expect everyone to believe I placed it there? I expect people to notice that lies keep helping you." Paige smiled. "You are finished." "No," Kendra replied. "I am only tired." The officer asked everyone to leave while the bracelet was taken as evidence. No one was arrested. Outside the gym, Harrison waited near the stairs. Kendra walked past him. "They did not arrest you," he said. "Not yet. We will prove it was planted." "You say that like proof always appears when you need it." Rachel's statement helped. "And now Paige is trying to frighten her too." Harrison's face changed. "What makes you say that?" "Because Paige attacks anyone who speaks." That evening, Celeste sat alone in her quiet house while Kendra spoke with the lawyer in the next room. Her phone made a small sound. A message had arrived from a number she did not know. Mrs. Rowe, this is Rachel Knox. I have more proof, but I am scared to speak near Harrison's workers. Please meet me in the lower parking area of Crown Square. Come alone. I want to show you where Gavin hid the old recording. Celeste read the message twice. She looked toward the room where Kendra was speaking. Rachel had risked her job already. Celeste thought the young woman might be afraid Harrison would use his power to control her story. Celeste typed a reply. What time? The answer came at once. Now, please do not tell anyone. Celeste stood and picked up her handbag. As she moved toward the back door, Kendra stepped out of the next room. Where are you going? Celeste stopped. To get some air. At night. I will not be long. Kendra looked at the handbag in Celeste's hand. You do not carry your bag to walk around the garden. Celeste tried to smile. You notice too much. Show me the message. What message? The one that made you suddenly decide to leave. Celeste hesitated. Kendra held out her hand. Please. Celeste gave her the phone. Kendra read the message and her face became hard. This is not Rachel. How do you know? Rachel has Lydia's number. She does not need to send you alone. Maybe she does not trust Lydia. She would not ask you to enter a dark parking area after what happened. Celeste reached for the phone. What if she really has proof? Then we go together. The message says alone. That is exactly why you are not going alone. Kendra called Rachel. There was no answer. Then she called Lydia. Did Rachel send Celeste a message? No, Lydia replied. Rachel is with her sister across town. Kendra looked at Celeste. It is a trap. Celeste's face became pale. Paige. Most likely. Then we should call Harrison. Kendra thought for a moment. If we call him now, Paige may run before anyone sees what she is doing. You want to go? I want the police to catch them. Kendra called the officer who had questioned her at the gym. She explained the message and sent him a copy. Do not enter the parking area, the officer warned. Wait for us. We will wait near it, Kendra promised. But when they reached Crown Square, the lower parking level looked empty. Kendra kept Celeste close as they stood near the entrance. A voice came from behind a large concrete post. You brought her. Gavin stepped into view. Paige followed him. Celeste looked at Paige. You sent the message. Paige smiled. And you came. Kendra moved in front of Celeste. She did not come alone. Paige's smile disappeared. You again. Yes, me again. Gavin looked toward the ramp. We should leave. Paige grabbed his arm. No, we finished this. Celeste's voice shook. What do you want? Paige stepped closer. You will tell the police you made a mistake. You will say Kendra attacked me because you confused her. I will never say that. Then Kendra may go to prison for theft. Kendra stared at Gavin. You planted the bracelet. I did nothing, Gavin replied. Paige looked at him. Do not become weak now. Gavin lowered his voice. You said we were only going to scare her. And she is not scared enough. Paige reached for Celeste's arm. Kendra caught Paige's wrist before she could touch her. Do not put your hands on her. Paige tried to pull away. You think your muscles can save everyone? No, Kendra said. But they can stop you from hurting her. Gavin moved behind Kendra and tried to grab her shoulder. Kendra turned, pushed his arm away, and placed herself between both of them and Celeste. Stay back, she warned. Paige looked toward the ceiling. The cameras down here do not work. A small red light blinked above them. Kendra saw it and smiled. That one does. Paige looked up. Her face changed. Gavin stepped back. You said the cameras were off. They were supposed to be. Suddenly, car lights filled the parking area. Harrison's vehicle stopped near them. 2 police cars entered behind it. Harrison jumped out before the driver could open his door. Mother! Celeste moved toward him. I am safe. Harrison held her shoulders and checked her face. Then he looked at Paige and Gavin. The police officers moved between them. Paige pointed at Kendra. She attacked us. The officer looked up at the working camera. We will watch the recording. Gavin closed his eyes. Paige stepped toward Harrison. This is not what it looks like. Harrison stared at her as the police placed her away from Celeste. You brought my mother into a dark parking area, he said. You threatened her, and you tried to touch her again. I only wanted her to tell the truth. No, Harrison replied. You wanted fear to become the truth. Kendra stood beside Celeste, breathing hard. Harrison looked at her, then at his mother, then at the blinking camera above them. For the first time, he fully understood how far Paige was ready to go. And this time, every part of it had been recorded. The police took Paige and Gavin to separate rooms inside the mall security office. Kendra sat beside Celeste while a nurse checked her blood pressure. Harrison stood near the door, watching both of them. You should have called me before coming here, he said. Celeste looked up. We did call the police. That is not what I said. Kendra turned toward him. Do not blame her. I am not blaming her. It sounds like you are. Harrison took a breath. My mother walked into a trap. She did not walk into it alone. That does not make me feel better. Kendra stood. We knew it was dangerous. We made a plan. You entered before the police arrived. Because Paige came out first. You could have waited. And what if they left? Harrison looked at her. You cannot keep placing yourself in danger. Kendra folded her arms. I did not ask for your permission. Celeste lifted one hand. Both of you should stop before the nurse checks all our blood pressure. The nurse tried not to smile. Harrison looked away first. Kendra sat down again. A police officer entered the room with a tablet. We watched the parking video, he said. It clearly shows Paige Donnelly threatening Mrs. Rowe. It also shows Gavin Price helping her. Celeste nodded. What about the bracelet? Kendra asked. We are still checking that. The officer turned to Harrison. We also need the mall's full security records. You will have them, Harrison said. Gavin, who was standing in the next room, heard him through the open door. No, Gavin shouted. You cannot take everything. The officer looked toward him. Why not? Some files are private. Harrison stepped into the hall. Private for whom? Gavin moved closer to the glass wall. You do not understand how this mall works. I understand that you deleted a recording. You cannot prove I did that. We can prove you lied about the camera. Gavin looked toward Paige, who sat with another officer across the hall. Paige stared at him and slowly shook her head. Harrison noticed. She is warning you to stay quiet, he said. Gavin turned away. Harrison lowered his voice. She will protect herself first. You know nothing about her. I know she put a bracelet in your hand and made you carry the risk. Gavin's face changed. Kendra saw it. You planted it, she said. Gavin looked at her. I did not say that. You did not need to. Paige stood up. Stop talking to him. The officer ordered her to sit. Harrison kept his eyes on Gavin. You can tell the truth now, or you can wait until every record speaks for you. Gavin swallowed. What records? The ones you are afraid we will find. The next morning, police officers and workers from Harrison's company entered the mall office. They copied camera files, payment records, staff reports, and private messages. Lydia stood beside a long table covered with papers. Kendra entered with Celeste. Did you find anything? Kendra asked. Lydia looked tired. We found too much. She opened a folder. For 3 years, Gavin has been taking money from mall repair funds. Celeste frowned. How? He wrote down that repairs cost more than they really did. Then the extra money went into other accounts. Kendra looked through the papers. So he was stealing from the mall. Yes. Harrison entered behind them. And that is not all. He placed another folder on the table. There are reports from workers and shoppers. Kendra opened the first page. A cleaner had reported that Paige pushed her after a drink spilled. The report had been marked false. Another worker said Paige broke a display and blamed a young shop helper. A third report said Gavin removed a guard after the guard refused to lie for Paige. Kendra turned page after page. How many people did they hurt? Lydia shook her head. We do not know yet. Celeste sat down slowly. They did this for years. Harrison nodded. Gavin hid complaints. Paige used her father's money and name to frighten people. Kendra found a copy of her own report. The words violent worker had been added in thick black letters. Below it, Gavin had written that Kendra had a history of angry behavior. Kendra stared at the page. That is a lie. We know, Harrison said. I never had one complaint at the gym. Martin gave the police your work records. Kendra looked at him. He did. He also said Gavin pushed him to fire you. Kendra placed the paper down. That does not change what Martin did. No, Harrison replied. But it helps clear your name. Lydia handed Kendra a phone. The police are making a public statement today. On the screen was a message saying the bracelet had been placed in Kendra's locker after she stopped working at the gym. A hallway camera showed Gavin entering the staff area with the silver box hidden under his jacket. Kendra watched the video twice. So it is over? The theft claim is over, Lydia said. Your name is cleared. Kendra sat very still. For days, people had called her a thief and a bully. Now the same pages were sharing the truth. Celeste placed a hand on her shoulder. You did not bend. Kendra looked at her. I almost did. But you did not. That afternoon, Martin asked Kendra to meet him at the gym. When she entered, the workers clapped. Some looked ashamed. Others smiled with relief. Martin stood near the desk. I owe you an apology. Kendra looked around. Do you? Yes. You fired me because strangers were angry online. I was afraid. So was Rachel. She still told the truth. Martin lowered his eyes. I made the wrong choice. You did. I want you to come back. Kendra looked toward the training floor. For 3 years, the gym had been her second home. She knew every machine and every mark on the wall. But the place no longer felt the same. No, she said. Martin looked shocked. I will raise your pay. This is not about money. You can lead the training team. No. Kendra, what do you want? She thought about the women who stopped her outside her home after the truth came out. Some said they were afraid to enter gyms. Others said they wanted to learn how to protect themselves but could not pay. I want to teach people who cannot afford this place. Martin stared at her. You were leaving a good job to work for free? I did not say I would never earn money again. Then what are you saying? I am saying I will not return here and act like nothing happened. Martin stepped closer. I can change. Then protect the next worker before the rich person threatens you. She picked up her old staff card from the desk and placed it in his hand. Keep it. 2 days later, Kendra stood inside a small community hall near her street. 10 women and 4 older girls waited in front of her. Mrs. Bell had helped find the hall. Rachel brought water. Celeste sat in the first row with a proud smile. Kendra clapped her hands. Today, we start with balance. One woman raised her hand. Are you going to teach us how to fight? I am going to teach you how to stay safe. What if someone is stronger? Strength helps, but clear thinking helps more. The door opened. Harrison entered carrying a box of simple training mats. Kendra looked at him. What are those? Mats. I can see that. You said the floor was too hard. I did not ask you to buy them. I did not. She raised an eyebrow. The community center had old ones in storage. I helped bring them. Mrs. Bell laughed. He asked before touching anything. Kendra looked at Harrison again. You are learning. Slowly, he placed the box near the wall and stepped back. I will leave you to teach. Kendra watched him move toward the door. Harrison. He stopped. Thank you. He smiled. You are welcome. Celeste looked between them. Now that was better. Kendra shook her head and turned back to the class. Feet apart, she said. Keep your knees soft. Harrison stayed near the doorway for a few minutes, but he did not give orders or make plans. He simply watched Kendra help each person one at a time. Kendra noticed, but she did not tell him to leave. The anger between them was not gone. The trust was not whole. But for the first time since the truth came out, They were both willing to build it again. The trust between Kendra and Harrison was not whole, but it was growing. 3 days after the first community class, Kendra stood outside the city hearing hall with Celeste beside her. Reporters filled the steps. Cameras pointed toward the doors, and people shouted questions from every side. "Are you ready?" Celeste asked. Kendra looked at the large building. "I do not know. That is an honest answer. I have faced Paige before, but this is different." Celeste held her hand. "You are not standing alone today." Kendra looked across the street. Harrison was speaking with Lydia near a black car. He wore a dark suit, but this time he had not brought a crowd of guards. He had listened when Kendra said she did not want the day to look like a rich man fighting her battle for her. When Harrison saw her, he walked closer. "The full video is ready," he said. "Which full video?" "The mall camera recording." Kendra stared at him. "I thought Gavin deleted it." "He deleted the main file, but the system kept a hidden copy for 30 days. Celeste smiled. "So lies are not as smart as they think." Harrison looked at Kendra. "The hearing leaders will play it today." Kendra took a slow breath. "Good. You sound worried." "I am." "Why?" "Because seeing the truth is not the same as caring about it." Harrison nodded. "That is true." Kendra looked at him. "You are not going to tell me everything will be fine?" "No." "Why not?" "Because I cannot promise that." A small smile touched her face. "You really are learning." The hearing room was full. Paige sat on one side with 2 lawyers. Gavin sat several chairs away from her. He kept looking toward Paige, but she refused to look at him. Kendra sat between Celeste and Rachel. Rachel's hands shook in her lap. "I do not think I can do this," she whispered. Kendra turned toward her. "You already did the hardest part." "What was that?" "Telling the truth when you were afraid." Rachel looked toward Gavin. "He knows where I live. There are police outside your home. What happens when they leave?" Harrison leaned forward from the row behind them. "They will not leave until the police say you are safe." Rachel looked at him. "Is that a promise from a billionaire?" "No," Harrison said. "It is a promise from a man who should have listened sooner." Kendra noticed the way he answered. He had not spoken like he owned the room. Rachel nodded and faced the front. The head of the hearing, Mrs. Dawson, entered and asked everyone to sit. "This hearing will look at claims of attack, false reports, deleted records, stolen money, and threats made inside Crown Square Mall," she said. Paige's lawyer stood. "My client denies all claims." Mrs. Dawson looked at him. "You will have time to speak." Paige whispered something to her lawyer, then looked at Kendra. Her eyes were still hard. Mrs. Dawson asked Lydia to present the first video. The large screen turned on. The short phone video played first. It showed Kendra holding Paige's wrist. People in the room whispered. Paige's lawyer stood. "This is the video the public saw." "Yes," Lydia said. "It clearly shows Kendra touching my client. It shows the middle of the event." "That is your opinion." "No," Lydia replied. "This is the rest." The screen changed. The full mall recording began. Everyone saw Paige's bag fall. They saw Celeste bend and pick it up. They saw Paige grab it from her hand. Then the slap filled the room. The sound was sharp. Celeste looked down as the old moment played again. Kendra placed a hand over hers. On the screen, Paige raised her hand a second time. Kendra moved between them and caught her wrist. The video ended. The room stayed silent. Mrs. Dawson looked at Paige. "Do you still claim Mrs. Rowe tried to steal from you?" Paige lifted her chin. "I believed she was trying to steal." "Did you see her take anything?" "No." "Did she open your bag?" Paige looked at her lawyer. He whispered to her. Mrs. Dawson repeated the question. "Did Mrs. Rowe open your bag?" "No." "Then why did you slap her?" Paige's face became red. "I was frightened." Celeste looked at her. "You were not frightened." Paige turned. "You do not know what I felt." "I know what I saw," Celeste replied. "You were angry because I touched something that belonged to you." Paige's lawyer stood again. My client has already faced public shame. Kendra looked at him. Public shame did not put the mark on Celeste's face. Paige did. Mrs. Dawson asked Kendra to speak. Kendra stood slowly. I did not know Celeste before that day, she said. I did not know Paige either. I saw one person raise her hand against someone weaker. I stopped it. Paige laughed. You enjoyed making me look small. Kendra looked at her. You did that yourself. Mrs. Dawson called Rachel next. Rachel walked to the front. Gavin stared at her. Do not do this, he whispered. Rachel stopped. The whole room heard him. Mrs. Dawson looked at Gavin. You will remain silent. Rachel faced the hearing leaders. I worked in the clothing store near the place where Mrs. Rowe was slapped, she said. I saw everything. What happened after the attack? Mrs. Dawson asked. Paige went into Gavin's office. Gavin shook his head. That proves nothing. Rachel looked at him. You came to my store later. I speak to workers every day. You told me the camera was broken. Gavin stood. You are lying. Two officers stepped toward him. Mrs. Dawson struck the table with a small wooden block. Sit down. Gavin slowly lowered himself into his chair. Rachel continued. He told me to forget what I saw. He said people like me could lose everything if we caused trouble. Why did you stay quiet? Mrs. Dawson asked. I was afraid. And why are you speaking now? Rachel looked at Kendra. Because she lost her job while I kept mine. Kendra shook her head gently. Rachel continued. And because Paige kept lying. I saw what fear did to me. I did not want it to control me anymore. Lydia then placed several folders on the table. These are Gavin Price's mall records. Gavin's lawyer stood. We object. Mrs. Dawson looked at the police officer beside Lydia. Were these records taken with legal permission? Yes. Then continue. Lydia opened the first folder. For 3 years, repair money was sent to false companies. She opened another. Worker reports against Paige were hidden. Another folder followed. Security files were changed. Then she placed a printed picture on the screen. It showed Gavin entering the gym staff hall with the silver box under his jacket. Kendra stared at him. That was my old locker. Lydia nodded. The bracelet was placed there after Kendra had already been fired. Mrs. Dawson looked at Gavin. Do you deny this? Gavin's face was wet with sweat. I was told to do it. Paige turned toward him. Do not. Gavin looked at her. You said you would protect me. Paige stood. You made your own choices. You gave me the bracelet. You cannot prove that. Gavin laughed in a broken way. I kept the messages. Paige froze. Gavin reached toward his lawyer. They are on my phone. She told me where to put it. She told me to delete the video. She told me to frighten Mrs. Rowe. Paige's lawyer grabbed her arm. Do not speak. But Paige pulled away. You weak fool, she shouted at Gavin. You ruined everything. The room exploded with noise. Mrs. Dawson ordered everyone to stay seated. Police officers moved toward Paige and Gavin. Paige backed away. You cannot arrest me in front of these people. One officer reached for her arm. You are being taken in for questioning over threats, false reports, and hidden evidence. Paige looked at Kendra. This is your fault. Kendra stood. No, this is the result of your choices. Gavin did not fight when the officers took him. Paige did. She shouted at her lawyer, at the police, and at the reporters outside. But the officers led both of them away. Later, Kendra stepped out of the hearing hall with Celeste, Harrison, and Rachel. Martin Doyle waited near the bottom of the steps. Kendra, he called. She stopped. Martin walked toward her. I watched everything. So did half the city. I want to say I am sorry again. Kendra said nothing. He took a breath. Please come back to the gym. No. Kendra, your name is clear now. Members are asking for you. You fired me when they were asking for my removal. I made a mistake. You made a choice. Martin lowered his voice. I will double your pay. This is not about pay. I will make you head trainer. No. What will make you return? Kendra looked at him for a long moment. Protect your workers. Martin frowned. What do you mean? When a rich customer makes a threat, listen to the worker too. Put clear rules in writing. No one should lose a job because someone with money gets angry. Martin looked at the reporters nearby. You want me to change how the gym handles complaints? Yes. And if I do? Kendra glanced at Celeste, Rachel, and Harrison. Then I will think about returning. Martin nodded slowly. I will do it. Kendra looked him in the eye. Do not do it for me. Do it for the next person who may not have a billionaire standing behind them. Harrison heard the words, but he did not feel insulted. He smiled because Kendra had just reminded everyone that justice should not depend on a powerful name. 1 month later, Kendra stood inside the same small community hall where she had started her free safety lessons. The room was full. Women practiced standing with their feet apart while Kendra moved between them. Keep your knees soft, she said. Do not lock them. Mrs. Bell raised one hand. My knees have been soft for 60 years. Everyone laughed. Kendra smiled. Then you are already ahead of the class. Rachel stood near the back, helping 2 teenage girls copy the move. Since the hearing, she had left her old job at Crown Square. She now worked in a smaller clothing store where the owner treated her well. Celeste sat near the front with a bottle of water in her hand. Kendra, she called. You forgot to tell them about breathing. I was getting there. You always say breathing matters. I know. Then tell them. Kendra placed her hands on her hips. Are you teaching the class now? Celeste smiled. I am only helping. Mrs. Bell leaned toward Rachel. That is what she always says. The women laughed again. Kendra shook her head. All right, take a slow breath. Do not hold it when you are afraid. Clear thinking starts when you stay calm. The door opened. Harrison entered carrying several rolled papers under one arm. He wore simple dark trousers and a plain shirt. He had stopped coming to the classes in costly suits because the women stared at him more than they listened to Kendra. Celeste noticed the papers. What are those? She asked. Harrison placed them on a table. Plans. Kendra looked at him. What kind of plans? The kind I need to show you. I am teaching. I can wait. You said that last time and then stood near the door for 1 hour. I was learning. Mrs. Bell smiled. He is a good student. Kendra pointed toward a chair. Sit. Harrison sat at once. Rachel looked at Celeste. He really is learning. He has no choice, Celeste replied. Kendra is stronger than he is. Harrison looked across the room. I can hear you. That was the point, Celeste said. When the lesson ended, the women slowly left the hall. Several stopped to thank Kendra. One young mother held her hand. I walked home alone last night without feeling scared. Kendra looked at her. You still need to be careful. I know, but I did not feel weak. That is good. The woman smiled and left. Harrison watched Kendra speak to each person before she turned toward him. Now show me the plans. He unrolled the papers across the table. They showed a large open room with training mats, gym machines, changing rooms, a small clinic, and a safe play area for children. Kendra stared at them. What is this? A community fitness center. She looked at Harrison. For who? For anyone who needs it. That sounds expensive. It is. Kendra stepped back. No. Harrison did not look surprised. You have not heard the full idea. I do not need to. Celeste walked closer. Yes, you do. Kendra looked at her. You knew about this? Only a little. Harrison pointed to the plans. This center would have free safety classes, low-cost gym training, health checks, and childcare for parents during lessons. It sounds good, Kendra said, but I will not let you build a place just to make me forgive you. That is not why I am doing it. Then why? Because this hall is too small. The roof leaks. You have 20 more people asking to join every week. Kendra crossed her arms. You noticed all that? I listen when you speak. You also own half the city. I do not own half the city. Celeste looked at him. Close enough. Harrison continued. The building is already there. It was going to become another company office, but the area does not need another office. And you think it needs a gym? No. I think it needs your kind of place. Kendra looked down at the plans again. Who would control it? You. She looked up quickly. What? You would choose the workers, set the rules, plan the lessons, and decide who receives free help. And what would you control? Nothing inside it. That is hard to believe. I would pay for the building and the first years of work. After that, the center can earn money from people who can pay while helping those who cannot. Kendra studied his face. You would not put your company name above the door? No. You would not choose the staff? No. You would not walk in and give orders? No. Celeste smiled. This may be the longest group of no answers he has ever given. Kendra ignored her. What would the center be called? Harrison handed her a blank page. You decide. Kendra stared at it. There is no name. That is because it belongs to you. She walked away from the table. You make it sound simple. It is not simple. You have money. You think that makes everything simple. No, Harrison said. Money can buy a building, cannot make people trust what happens inside it. Kendra turned toward him. And you think they will trust me? They already do. She looked toward the empty chairs. Some do. More will. What if I fail? Then you learn and try again. What if I lose the money? It is not alone. That is what worries me. Harrison rolled up one of the plans. Kendra, this is not a payment for helping my mother. It feels like one. Then do not accept it for her. She frowned. Accept it for Mrs. Bell. Accept it for the mother who walked home without feeling weak. Accept it for the girls who cannot afford a gym. Kendra looked away. Harrison lowered his voice. You said justice should not depend on a powerful name. The center would not depend on mine. It would depend on your work. Celeste touched Kendra's shoulder. He is not asking you to belong to him. Kendra looked at her. What is he asking? For you to use what he has to help people who do not have it. Kendra returned to the table. She studied the children's area, the clinic room, and the wide training floor. Then she looked at Harrison. If I agree, everything must be written down. It will be. The workers must be protected. Yes. No rich customer gets special treatment. Agreed. The center must help people who cannot pay. Yes. And you cannot fire me. Harrison almost smiled. You would be in charge. You may have to fire me. Celeste laughed. I would enjoy watching that. Kendra looked at the plans one more time. All right. Harrison became still. Does that mean yes? It means I will do it. Celeste clapped her hands. Harrison smiled, but Kendra pointed at him. Do not look too happy. I have many rules. I expected that. And I am accepting because the center will help people. I know. Not because you are rich. I know that too. 6 months later, the doors of Strong Hands Community Center opened for the first time. Kendra had chosen the name because she believed Strong Hands should protect, guide, and lift people. The building was bright and full of life. Children played safely while their parents trained. Older women stretched near the windows. Young girls practiced safety moves with Rachel. Martin had changed the rules at his gym and now sent trainers to help at the center twice a week. He had kept his promise to protect his workers. Celeste walked through the building as if she owned it. Kendra caught her moving chairs. You are supposed to be resting. I moved one chair. You moved 4. Who told you? Everyone tells me everything. Harrison entered from the main door. Celeste pointed at him. Your son is here. Tell him to stop me. Kendra looked at Harrison. Can you stop her? No. Then you are useless. I brought food. You are useful again. Celeste walked away, laughing. That evening, after the last family left, Kendra stood near the front window. Harrison joined her. You did this, he said. We did this. He looked surprised. That is the first time you have said that. Do not make it a big thing. I will try. They watched Rachel lock the training room before leaving with Celeste. Harrison turned toward Kendra. There is something I need to tell you. You sound serious. I am. Kendra faced him. He took a slow breath. I fell in love with you. Kendra stared at him. Harrison continued before she could speak. Not because you helped my mother. Not because you are strong. Not because you stood against Paige. That sounds like many reasons. I fell in love with the way you choose what is right even when it costs you something. Kendra looked down. You hid the truth from me. I know. You hurt me. I know that too. And you still think saying this is a good idea? No. I think it is an honest idea. She looked at him again. What do you expect me to say? Nothing you do not mean. Kendra was quiet for a long moment. Then she reached for his hand. I do not trust you because you are a billionaire. I know. I trust you because you are finally learning how to listen. Harrison smiled. That sounds like a very small victory. It is a start. He held her hand gently. A start is enough. Celeste watched them through the glass door from the hallway. Rachel stood beside her. Should we leave them alone? Rachel asked. Celeste smiled. No. I have waited too long for this. Kendra saw her and laughed. I can see you, Celeste. Celeste pushed open the door. Good. Then you can see how happy I am. Harrison shook his head. Mother, you were listening. I am old. I need to listen carefully. Kendra laughed again as Celeste pulled both of them into a hug. The woman who had once stood alone after being slapped was no longer afraid. Her son had found a woman whose heart could not be bought. And Kendra had found a man who finally understood that true strength was not about money, power, or a famous name. It was about standing beside someone, telling the truth, and never letting go when life